We have some mostly light showers making their way west-east down I-90. Not really seeing any lightning with them. You got to see them west of Sioux Falls so we can get another sprinkler or so here this evening. But there's actually a better chance of some thunder showers here in southeastern KELOLAND late tonight and early tomorrow morning, kind of when you are sleeping. Otherwise, not quite as hot as it has been in recent days. Overnight low 70 in Sioux Falls. Aberdeen could see some light showers at 66. Pierre could get some thunderstorms later on this evening at 68 and 63 degrees in Rapid City. During the day tomorrow, after the morning thunder showers end, skies become partly cloudy, not as hot. 89 Sioux Falls, 82 Aberdeen, 85 in Pierre, 82 in Rapid City, and a very pleasant weekend on the way with temperatures close to normal for this time of year. We'll talk about that in just a minute. KELOLAND News starts now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, KELOLAND News first at 4.
2 correctional officers attacked at the state penitentiary in Sioux Falls. What we're learning about the inmates involved coming up.
Plus, former President Donald Trump is expected to surrender to authorities in Georgia. The latest just ahead.
And how the hot weather is slowing down foot traffic in downtown Sioux Falls. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. 2 correctional workers are recovering from injuries following an attack at the state penitentiary in Sioux Falls. Authorities tell us 30-year-old Kyle Jones and 48-year-old Lester Monroe assaulted an officer around 8:30 when another officer tried to stop the fight. That officer was also assaulted.
Attorney General Marty Jackley says that both correctional officers went to the hospital with serious injuries and have both been released. Jones is serving a 50-year sentence for manslaughter. Monroe is serving time for a stolen vehicle and assaulting a correctional officer in the state penitentiary back in 2021. Following today's incident, Jackley expects to charge the inmates with attempted murder and aggravated assault.
An investigation is underway in Yankton following the death of a young child in a hot car. Crews responded to a report of an unresponsive child yesterday evening on West 25th Street. Authorities say the child had been inside the vehicle for an extended period of time. Authorities are planning to do an autopsy.
A top developing story nationally, former President Donald Trump is expected to surrender to authorities in Fulton County, Georgia later today to face charges of conspiring to undermine the results of the 2020 election. Christiane Benavides is outside the county jail where both supporters and a few critics have gathered.
Outside the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta, supporters of former President Donald Trump rallied in his defense.
I really believe that Donald Trump is going through a lot of injustice.
They, along with a few critics, gathered before Trump was set to turn himself in to face charges of conspiring to overturn Georgia's 2020 presidential election results. It is the 2024 GOP frontrunner's 4th indictment since April.
It's backfiring because the more they do another indictment, what's happening is we just see how foolish it is.
I've been calling Donald Trump a rat all along.
Unlike the other criminal cases in which he's been charged, this time Trump will have a booking photo taken. The former president's bond was set at $200,000, the highest of all the co-defendants. He once again denied any wrongdoing during an interview with Tucker Carlson posted online during last night's Republican debate.
They're saying you don't have any right to challenge it. If you challenge an election, we're going to indict you and put you in jail.
This afternoon, Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, who had fought to have the prosecution moved to federal court, surrendered and was booked on a $100,000 bond. Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis is calling for the trial to begin in late October for all 19 defendants. Christiane Benavides, CBS News, Atlanta.
We'll continue monitoring the developments to when Trump will turn himself in. And coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear from South Dakota's Washington delegation about the former president's legal challenges.
Well, back here at home, it's a little cooler today.
Yeah, the clouds kind of moved in, maybe sheltering us from that hot sun.
Yeah, and I think it gets better from here, right, Megan?
Yes, it does, Don and Kelly. This weekend, our temperatures are going to be back to normal, which is in the low 80s. Right now, we have a few light rain showers passing through the area, like on the west side of Sioux Falls, 83 degrees with a northeast wind at about 7 miles an hour. And in other parts of the region right now, it is on the cooler side in Pierre as well, with a few light rain showers that have passed through the area. 87 degrees, east winds are at 9 miles an hour. thicker clouds there as well. Here's a look at some of our other temperatures. 93 in Yankton, 84 in Watertown, 88 in Mobridge, 90 in Phillip, and 85 degrees in Custer. Through this evening, we still have that excessive heat warning in southeastern KELOLAND for heat index values up to 105. Right now on satellite, we have a few clouds moving through, mainly in central and eastern KELOLAND. And under those clouds, we have a few light rain showers popping up. We do have a thunderstorm over the Black Hills that could be producing some nickel-sized hail and lightning near the Tilford area. Otherwise, these light rain showers are not producing lightning, and most of it is not hitting the ground due to the high humidity. There are the rain showers moving through the Sioux Falls area as well, between Montrose and Hartford. For this evening, we do have a marginal risk of severe weather in western and central South Dakota. Hail and strong winds are going to be the main threats. We'll watch as those storms move from west to east overnight and into tomorrow morning, with a low around 70 in Sioux Falls, 66 in Aberdeen, 68 in Pierre, and 63 in Rapid City. Then for tomorrow, a few early morning thunderstorms in Sioux Falls, otherwise partly cloudy, and 89, 82 in Aberdeen, 85 in Pierre, and 82 in Rapid City. This weekend, our temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler. We'll take a closer look in just a little bit.
All right, thanks a lot, Megan. The high temperatures this week kept a lot of people indoors, which meant they were not out shopping. Melissa Johnson, owner of Oh My Cupcakes, tells us that how this recent heat hurt part of her business.
The heat can sometimes affect our traffic with some of the events that we're doing out in the community. We had one up in Madison on Tuesday night that was canceled, for instance, just because of that extreme heat.
Johnson says any losses that she saw because of the heat were offset by the number of scheduled special events like weddings and birthdays. Tune in tonight at 6 to hear how the heat is affecting a downtown Sioux Falls business.
The Sioux City Farmers Market was a little sparse this week, in part due to the hot weather. The market manager says they work to make sure everyone stays safe during bouts of extreme heat.
In Iowa, we go from one extreme to another. So it's, and the farmers and people who do like these kinds of outdoor events, they get used to it. But like heats like this, I mean, it is a little extreme, and we take every precaution to make sure that everyone stays safe.
Several regular vendors were still offering many end of summer favorites like watermelon and sweet corn. I like both.